Christian influencers. Okay, he said we talked about the woke right, and he said I call it the woke Reich. That's a brilliant observation. The woke right, because these people, they're not any different from the woke left. I mean, they're insane. They're loonies, but they're actually meeting on some of the things. And what we have to do is we have to secure that part of the base of our support in the United States. That is being challenged systematically. A lot of this is done with money. Money of NGOs, vast. Money of governments, vaster. Okay? We have to fight back. How do we fight back? Our influencers. I think you should also talk to them if you have a chance. To that community. They're very important. And secondly, we're going to have to use the tools of battle. The weapons change over time. You can't fight today with swords. That doesn't work very well. Okay? And you can't fight with cavalry. That doesn't work very well. And you have these new things, like drones, things like that. I won't get into that. But we have to fight with the weapons that apply to the battlefields in which we're engaged. And the most important ones are in social media. And the most important purchase that is going on right now is
Followers.
TikTok. TikTok, number one. And I hope it goes through because it can be consequential. And the other one, what's the other one that's most important? X. That's very good. And, so we have to talk to Elon. He's not an enemy. He's a friend. We should talk to him. Now, if we can get those two things, we get a lot. And I could go on other things, but that's not the point right now. We have to fight the fight, okay? To give direction to the Jewish people and give direction to our non-Jewish friends or those who could be our Jewish friends.
All right, so as you can imagine, this caused quite the stir online. It's got billions of views. A lot of reactions are negative. And I want to analyze it because I find it very interesting. First of all, a lot of people are upset over the phrase he used, our influencers. Our influencers. Like, what does it mean? And if you're in 2025 and you don't know what our influencers mean, then that is shocking. Because it means that the PSYOP is working. Back in 2018 all the way to 2020, narrative control was done through hard censorship. So you had someone speaking out of line, someone saying something that went against the establishment, they would get banned. They realized that people don't really like that, and it doesn't actually sway public opinion, it upsets the public. And so they moved on to a different tactic, which is opinion influencers. And you would see like opinion influencers all of a sudden, among different niches, have the exact same take on something. And that is because they're being paid. Like, there's no difference than seeing the Quartering advertising coffee brand coffee, or seeing an influencer having a political take that's paid by an activist. And Benjamin Netanyahu actually explains how it is. It's paid by an NGO or a government. Like, for instance, in my country, a lot of political influencers are paid by a political party or another. When Trump wanted to pass the bill to remove soda from welfare, right? Like, if you got welfare checks, you couldn't buy sugary drinks. All of a sudden, all these influencers come out and they're like, oh, but like Trump drinks cola as well. Why is this happening? And the reality is that they were paid by the soda companies to say that. And eventually it came out that that was the case. And so this is the norm. Like what Benjamin Netanyahu is saying here, right? Like our influencers, you need to understand that every political group has their influencers. And if your group doesn't have your influencers, the question is, why not? That's how you fight the game. Benjamin Netanyahu explains, like, the war is not fought with swords anymore. It's not fought with cavalry. It's fought with social media. And so if you want to be part of a serious political movement, you need to have your influencers. And it's not just like having your influencers that spread your opinion. It's not just having, like if you're a right-winger and you have like Sargon of Akkad, or you got Nick Fuentes, or you got Tim Pool, or whoever, right? Like you got your own opinion influencers. They already spread your ideology. Like they're already pushing your stuff. The idea is to go to the beauty blogger, like the chick that just does makeup, and see if she is not willing to, in a moment of importance, like an election or a controversy or something, if she's not willing to push your opinion in exchange for cash. And that's exactly what Benjamin Netanyahu is saying. Like, money makes the world go round. It's paid to win. And the sooner people stop seeing the world as how it should be and start beginning seeing the world as how it is, they're not going to win. Like, here's the reality. Why is it that today right-wingers are more of a dominant force? Why can they organize boycotts? Why is it that right-wing controversies are front and center? Why is it that people can discuss about the assassination of Charlie Kirk? Why is it that people can discuss about the assassination of Irina? It's because Trump bought Twitter. A man spent money to buy a social media platform and then allowed right-wingers to talk about things that would have gotten them banned before. I guarantee to you, if Charlie Kirk would have been shot in 2019, you'd have barely have heard a peep about it. And it's not because necessarily like people would have been hard censored, although like some of them would, but like they would say any image of him, any type of video of him is considered sensitive content. It would have been removed from the internet. And then the algorithm would have suppressed it. It wouldn't be trending. It would sound like only a couple of people care. It would have been allowed to trend for like 2, maybe 3 days, then completely silenced and buried. You don't get that today under Elon Musk. Elon Musk doesn't allow a lot of, like the biggest amount of free speech, but it's still light years better than what Jack Dorsey allowed. And this is what Benjamin Netanyahu is talking about, right? Like he wants to buy TikTok. This is how you do politics. If you want your ideology to win, you need money, and you need to start having opinion influencers, and you need to start having access to social media. And it doesn't matter if you cry and you complain, oh, YouTube banned us, YouTube banned during the pandemic, YouTube banned during this and that. Benjamin Netanyahu is not crying, he's not complaining, he's talking about purchases. And this is another thing that people need to start doing, start critically thinking about things, right? Like stop allowing groupthink, stop having the opinion that other people will agree with you. Start analyzing the situation for yourself. When I look at Benjamin Netanyahu, I don't immediately go, oh, I'm going to fire up a video and I'm going to start talking negative things about him. Even though I gotta say, as a leader, I don't like his policies. My country would arrest him if he sets foot here because he's a wanted man by the International Criminal Court, and Romania is a member of that organization. So, legally speaking, as a Romanian, from my government's point of view, he's a criminal. But despite all that, I can look at his speeches and understand what he is saying to his group and wonder, like, could my group not use any of these things? Like, why is it, like, exclusively his tactic? Like, why can't the people that I like use the same principles that he is saying here? Like, is he wrong? Is it incorrect that in 2025 the war is on social media? Is it incorrect that if you buy a social media website, then you actually have access to its terms of service and you can start allowing things that weren't allowed before? No, he's absolutely right. And so we'll see what happens with Elon. When he says Elon is a friend, he's actually referring to the fact that he's not actively anti-Israel. He's not like Twitch, basically, right? Which allows Hassan Piker to exist on the platform. Like, he's saying that he can have a conversation with Elon. And so make of that what you will. What I do know is that there is active pressure to clear up anti-Semitism of the internet. And the way anti-Semitism is defined in 2025 is especially opinions against Israel, and especially, as the ADL recently defined it, is any claim that Israel is committing genocide in Gaza. It doesn't matter if it's true or not. Like, the idea is that in the future, by the way things are going, there's going to be TOS that's going to ban any type of conversation that makes those claims. My opinion is that banning people from talking isn't going to work very well. But this is where it's going to go, right? Because like we've seen censorship before, we expect more censorship. And also, I expect opinion influencers to all of a sudden come up and have the exact same talking points on certain key issues. Let me know what you guys think. And as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.